they say.
I love you anyway.
I love you anyway. You're my best friend. I put that on 10. You're the one I want and the one I need. I'ma ride to the end.
Till the end.
They don't understand.
It's you and I. Yeah, you and I.
What's up, PNP gang? Dang, she gonna do that outside, man?
Outside.
See, the cops might come over here and start messing with us.
Man, nobody about to mess with us out here. We actually are
I'm
in
just kidding.
a really good area. We live in Atlanta, so of course y'all know y'all been seeing a lot of things being broadcast on the news about the riots and everything in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We're actually in, usually that stuff don't really have like towards the end of the day, like in the evening time.
Yeah,
so they,
at nighttime and stuff like that.
So they initiated a curfew, so now everybody, we're in an area, one of the areas that I like to come to, kind of like the Midtown. Is this really Midtown? Little 5 Point.
It's like, it's Kendall Park, if you know about Kendall Park.
So we're just walking down the street. We just ordered our food, so we're just kind of like walking in the neighborhood, just enjoying the scenery.
Peaceful out here, you know.
Real peaceful, you know. Just to kind of get a view on everything, because you know we've been on lockdown for so long that I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's just good.
We haven't really, we ain't been out that much. You know, here and there we go out, but you know, just like everybody else, people been at home, so it's nice to just take a walk outside. But we figured we just take this time to talk to y'all about, you know, what it's like to be in Atlanta during this time. It's not just Atlanta, like there's a lot of cities going through some
a major city. If you live in a major city that has a lot of you know, controversy going on right now.
If you live in a city that's got, you know, a lot of riots and protests going on right now, comment below, say the city you're in. It's spreading. It's not even just major cities, it's just big cities of all kinds. And you know, Atlanta was one of the early cities to join. When was it, like Friday night maybe?
Friday night it started, yeah.
And they really did a lot of stuff. Like, you seen the...
They tore a lot of things up.
They tore it up. I know y'all seen the videos, like tearing down the malls, stores, burning stuff down to the ground. It's crazy. I mean, but I get it though. I mean, I do. There's two different ways to look at it, you know. Like, you can look at all the destruction that's going on and focus on that, or we can focus on the reason why people are doing it.
I definitely feel what's going on, you know, being raised in this society as a dark skinned colored person. However, one thing that I do not support 100% is stealing.
Yeah. Because
this is something that we're showing to our children, we're teaching our children. Steal. It's okay to steal. No. I don't support that. I don't condone stealing. It's one thing to be upset and mad at people or whatever. You want to go and you want to destroy some shit, but don't steal. That's not kind. It's not an act of kindness, and it's not.
I don't know what it's proving exactly.
It's not proving anything. You're just using that to justify. Basically, you're trying to get what you want, right? And that's black and white. I've seen both sides doing it. It's not just towards black people. It's white people that's doing it too. They're all y'all stealing.
I mean, just in general, like there's never a right time to steal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And I mean, at this time, everything that's going on, a lot of people aren't working, but I mean, I feel like there's money out there right now. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get to it. Like, you know, at the same time, you know, we touch upon that side where it's like, okay, y'all rioting, you're stealing, you're destroying property, you know, and it's not, I mean, of course, we look at other protests in history. There's been a lot of destructive protests that were effective throughout history.
Right. That's history, period.
So we can't say, for all the people who say, oh, you guys are, there's nothing's gonna change. I mean, things have changed from this kind of protest.
So you're okay with stealing, is what I'm saying.
No, but the stealing part is different.
That's my main. Atlanta is a place that was, you know, built off the backs of Martin Luther King and things like that. So it's a lot of unity here, a lot of you know, multicultural you know, neighborhoods, multicultural communities and stuff like that. So a lot of people are together on this. So you'll see, you know, like I said, white and black people, all kind of people. It's not just, you know, white, black people. This is a city where Martin Luther King, we marched here. Martin Luther King's house is blocks away. You know, we got Martin Luther King where he preached at is blocks away. So it's like, you know,
from where we are right now.
We tend to forget the person who taught about, you know, peace and unity and, you know, things like that. So
I have a lot of respect for the fact that there is a combined effort of everybody. People are standing up together. I think that it's important that we stand together at these times as well as all times. But at the same time, we're standing together and we're stealing and we're robbing. Now I will say this, and I'm sure a lot of y'all saw this. A lot of these protests, a lot of people are saying that, just to touch upon some of the theories y'all are seeing. I mean, they're saying there's piles of bricks being at the scenes of the protests.
They're saying that there's
where they coming from?
There's undercover cops that are starting it.
Undercovers out there starting it, inciting some of the crazy things. You know, people will follow you. Like, they see somebody just going out of control. All it takes is hiring 10 people to run into a peaceful protest and have them start just doing destructive stuff. Have them join the protest, act it out,
right.
And then just all of a sudden start being destructive.
Right.
All it takes is like 5-10 people, and then boom, enough people will follow that footage they get that you're seeing. You know, so we just got to realize that there's stuff like that happening right now. And, you know, when you're in a place like Atlanta, you know the inside scoop. This isn't just like some stuff you see on YouTube. This is real. Anyway, we're not going to go too deep into it, all that. We're just going to say that.
We just wanted to share our thoughts because we're seeing a lot of it firsthand. Because a lot of people might look at it like, oh, yeah, when they look at, you know, people that are protesting, they look, oh, everybody's stealing. Everybody. It's not everybody.
It's not true. There's a lot of people out there who are doing it peacefully, trying to make a difference. And I feel like we do need a difference to be made. We need things to change. And this is what it takes. Is what it takes.
Right.
We can say, everybody can judge all they want and say, oh, this and that. But if things change, then we're all going to look back at it and be like, hey, look, you know, people are mad. People will be fed up at some time. There's always a point where people get fed up in life. You get fed up with a lot of things, your relationship, your whatever. This is way deeper than that. This is something that's been, it's been bound to happen. And it's a crazy time.
Really crazy time. This is something that, you know, my grandparents talked about. My mom I talked to my mom earlier on the phone, and she was like, I remember a lot of those times. You know, this is a historic you know, moment, and these are things that's been happening throughout history. She remembers times where dogs had been sicked on her, and they would burn their hair while they were walking. It was, you know, she expressed a lot of different things that she went through as a kid, you know, coming up in this world or whatever. So it's people like her that are pained. They are hurt by the situation. So a lot of those kinds of people, they react to the situation differently. Everybody has a different outlook on it. Me, I'm not a person of violence. I'm not a person of hate. I have children, so I don't teach them that. My children don't have a clue have a clue as to what hating somebody is. They don't know that, because I always teach them love and how to share and how to, you know what I'm saying, like how to be considerate, you know. All this stuff that y'all are seeing on TV is not what we should be representing and teaching our children. Like, it's just not. It's very important, because the children are the future. If we want to stop this, and if we want to you know, put an end to this and make a change, we have to stop teaching our children this and allowing them to participate, because guess what, they're the next generation, they're the future, they're coming up. Guess what, it's gonna linger on into their generation as well. So it's gonna be a generational issue. It's never gonna end, because we're raising up our children in the same.
And I will say, to add to that, I mean, just from some other people might think this as well, it's also very important to teach them that it's not okay for this to happen. And if we teach our children to sit at home and do nothing every time, and then what's the future going to be like? Because look at the history. People didn't sit home and they just let it happen. People didn't just let it be. People fought for what they believed in. If you look at history, like, people did not just stay at home and just let things happen. People had to go out and fight for what they believed in. So we have to teach our kids that, but we don't want to teach them to go out there and destroy things and rob. We want to teach them to do what they believe is right, you know what I'm saying? But we can't judge nobody for this. But
another thing too is, like, we're supporting let's go out and let's steal. These are the same people that'll break into your house where you and your family are sleeping, where you and your children are sleeping, and will rob you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't realize what you're supporting. My mom was telling me, she was like, she said that back in the day, they used to destroy their own neighborhoods. You know, it hasn't gotten to that point yet, but right now we're in Atlanta, we're destroying our own communities. We're destroying black businesses. Like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're destroying big, you know, huge places in Atlanta that mean something to people. And next thing you know, it's gonna be them breaking up into people's houses. Let's just hope
that, you know, some positive change comes about without us having, because they might come and rain down on us. I don't know what's about to happen next week. Today's Monday. What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? They might make some moves on us. So let's just be aware that we may be creating more problems too.
Yeah, more problems, and it's not, like I said, more.
It may not be the solution.
It's definitely not the solution.
It may though. I don't know. But we're gonna wrap this up. We're not gonna talk your guys' ear off about it. But make sure y'all comment below. Tell us your opinions. What do you think? Do you think this is the right thing? Do you think it could change? Where you from? What's going on in your city? Let's have a conversation in the comments.
And nothing, no controversy, no hate in the comments, nothing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
something that
we're going to delete hate comments immediately.
We're doing that.
We don't always delete comments, but on this one, we're just going to delete all that stuff because we're not here for hate and all that. We're not here we're not supporting that hate right now. But we're just trying to like spread love and just talk about what's going on. So if you ain't about that, then just go on to the next person's thing and comment on next. But all right, appreciate the love. We're back to another video. Yeah, gang.
You and I, we are fly. When we're together, it's forever, it's a fact. Don't care what they say.
Don't care what they say.
I love you anyway.
I love you anyway. You're my best friend. I put that on 10. The one I want and the one I need. I'ma ride to the end.
Till the end.
They don't understand.